Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Hello friends, I'm SuchaSquare, and welcome to my Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough. I played this game for about an hour, and I really liked it. And since I've been thinking about streaming for a while now, I thought I might as well begin with this game. I actually streamed it yesterday, but for some reason it didn't capture any of the audio. And since no one actually watched it, I thought might as well redo it. Now, before we begin, just a heads up, as I said, I'm literally new to streaming, so I would be grateful for any advice or suggestion that you can give. And also, English, not my first language, and mistakes will definitely be made, so please bear with me. And I guess that's it. With that out of the way, let's start a new game. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV, but now with his son Wenceslas the Idle on the Bohemian throne, was falling into disarray. The king's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother King Sigismund of Hungary, who decided to take drastic steps to restore order.
blessed.
Same to you.
Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Quest started. Unexpected
Fine state you're in
visit.
this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Okay, we're here. By means of the first two choices in this dialogue, you will select your character's default characteristics. If you're not satisfied with them, not to worry. All characteristics can be further developed without limitations. I like the sound of that, without limitations. Okay, as I said, I only played 1 hour of this game, so I'm not really sure if that's going to be true, but hopefully it is. And here we have speech, agility, vitality, and strength. Let's go for speech. I often go for speech when I'm playing RPGs. We were chatting in the tavern.
Nothing much. Me and the lads were just having a chat in the tavern. Some wayfarer stopped by. He was telling us what's going on in the world and, well, I lost track of time.
Well, I hope he didn't fill your head with nonsense. Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Let's go for speech again. Why would I be interested in sword fighting?
You think he's teaching me sword fighting, don't you? What use would that be to me? Here. I'm not lying to you, Ma.
I think we're definitely
All
lying.
right, then, if you say so. I don't mean to pry, but you know your father takes a dim view of such things.
Is Pa angry at me?
Is father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was, and you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Okay, let's ask about our friends. Have my friends been here?
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
Mother.
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the forge on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
Okay, she said we're nearly grown. Henry looks totally grown up. So let's make it up to her. Do you need help?
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Okay. We don't need to say I'm hungry. Let's end the dialogue now. Okay, so this is how we move around. And now we need to eat. Let's eat straight from the pot. Okay, and let's get some cheese for the road. And also apples. 2 apples. Let's not get all of them. We're not that greedy. Bread roll. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to get this. Let's jump on the bench. There. Oh, no, not the apple. Here, the lentil soup. Okay, now let's go to Dad. I hope he doesn't get angry. One thing that really struck me about this game is how beautiful the environments are. Just look at it. Like, rolling hills, green all around. I don't really see this kind of view in real life, so it's really good. Okay, let's go to Dad.
Come here, I need your help.
Here I am.
At least you're up, that's a start. Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure he'll be happy
Our
to hear
dad
it.
is a hard ass.
Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Ooh, we sounded
Right,
angry.
So make sure Bianca draws me a nice
Calm
cool
down,
one.
Henry.
Run along now. Work won't wait.
Okay, most of the quests can be completed in different ways. Eloquence will help you win friends, an inconspicuous person can totally avoid trouble, and if you'd rather not beat around the bush, violence can also be a solution. Now let's go for eloquence. Let's see. For some reason my keyboard isn't... I can move, but if I press I, it's not opening the inventory. Technical problems, what can you do? Okay, so without looking at the map, because I already played this yesterday, I know that the first part of the quest is here to get the crossguard. And also I really like that the first quest in the game is already like multi-staged. It's not just a simple fetch quest. There are well, we are fetching things, but there are lots of levels to it. It's not just a simple get this and come back to dad. Okay, so let's talk to these guards.
God be with you.
And with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and grip. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
I really like it that Henry's friends with the guard, that the guards are friendly.
Magnificent.
It gives the vibe that they're living in
Shame I
a
can't
really
keep the sword
friendly,
for myself.
close-knit town.
Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Okay, that's one part down. Let's go get the other stuff. Okay, so you can find all the information about your... Let's see if it will work now. Nope, still not working. I wonder what's wrong with the keyboard. I don't want to restart the game. Even escape isn't working. Oh well.
Which king do you mean, Master Tobias? The one sitting in some...
Okay, so let's listen in this conversation.
Who holds the key to the dungeon?
These are strange times, strange and ill-omened. But since I serve our liege lord Sir Radzig, I think you know the answer.
True, but where will Sir Radzig take the silver? Hardly to Kuttenberg. Now its citizens bend their knees to Sigismund.
Fortunately, that's not my problem. Perhaps Sir Radzig is keeping it at the castle until this old unhappy story reaches its end.
I only hope Sigismund doesn't get an appetite for our silver too.
That makes two of us. But back to business. I'll need 3 wagon loads.
I see your people are working hard. You'll have it tomorrow. Shall we go and drink to the deal?
With pleasure, good man.
Okay. I really like listening to those kinds of conversations, like side conversations, chatter in games, because they really flesh out the world, you know? And there we, again, heard that, well, yeah, we heard that Sir Radzig, the knight that we're serving, is loyal to Wenceslas, the king of Bohemia, who was abducted by King Sigismund. And they're two kings, but they're in the opposite sides of the spectrum. Where King Wenceslas is called the idol, he's like incompetent and lazy, whereas King Sigismund is maybe like a powerful king, but took a radical step, I guess, and he was a violent king, it seems like. Yeah, English is difficult, sorry. Okay, so this is Kunesh. Let's get some money from him, or at least try to.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Father sent me for the money.
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Rude, aren't we? Pay for the tools at least.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Okay, persuasion. Sometimes you need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. When talking to people, you can often choose what kind of impression you want to make on them. So we can use speech, the speech skill. We can also use our social status, which depends on your attire and how well groomed you are. Okay, the third one seems to me is intimidation, if you look dangerous. I guess this will depend on our weapons and our armor. And the fourth one is, yeah, you can use money, just like in the real world. You can bribe people or pay them to convince them, I guess. And lastly, in special cases, you can try any of Henry's other skills, like horsemanship. Cool. And it's not only a matter of persuasion that's important, but also the specific offer, because sometimes it's not enough just to choose according to your highest characteristic. You have to really read what Henry's going to say. Okay. So, since we invested in speech earlier, I guess we can do this. Debts must be paid.
Look, I know things aren't easy. Your wife ran off, booze is dear these days, and you're as much use as a square wheel. It's no wonder you're short of coin. But a debt's a debt, and I can't leave here without...
Henry's a savage.
If I had anything to give, I'd give it. But I've got nothing, so leave me in peace, all of you.
Okay, we succeeded, but I don't think Kunesh gave us anything. And I can't check it because my inventory isn't working. I wonder what's wrong with my keys. Okay. We can get by. So, open. And Kunesh said he had nothing, right? And if you check his house, yeah, you'll see he really does have nothing. See? Which kind of makes me feel sorry for the guy, but he was rude. If he was kind of nice about it, I wouldn't... I would feel sorry for him. At least he have food.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
Okay, so we need a lockpick. We're not actually going to be stealing the contents of that chest because we're playing a lawful character. So as much as possible, I will not steal in this playthrough. But lockpicking is still a useful skill. So we're going to lockpick the chest, but we're not actually going to steal the contents of it. And let's go to our friends.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So are such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting
even the
shit.
Austrian dukes Albrecht
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll
are
hear
on
for yourself.
Sigismund's side. Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. We should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know,
I really like Matthew's
one right
accent.
next to his freshly
Can anyone tell me
whitewashed
where this
house.
accent comes from?
You
It
think
sounds
we should
really cool and
redecorate for
suave.
him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But
What the hell,
throwing
Fritz?
some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
Our friend's an arsonist.
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
Okay, so let's talk about these friends that we have. If you look at them, they're actually grown men. I mean, look at Fritz. There's no way that these are younger men. And they're still up to trouble? I mean, I think our mom is correct about these guys. They're just layabouts. And now they want to trash Deutsch's house? So no, we won't do it. I won't do it, guys. You're crazy.
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
That's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, Hal, how could you possibly chance like this?
But we do need to talk to Fritz for those lockpicks.
Hey! Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? And only straight not good enough for you anymore?
Not
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
So Fritz is just an oaf.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
Okay, so now let's go back to Kunesh's house to practice our lockpicking skills. First, let's make sure that he's not here. Okay. Let's close the door, just to be sure. Let's close 2 doors, to be extra sure. And now we do our thing. Okay. So, at first, I was really confused about this lockpicking minigame. If it's... yeah, it's a minigame, right? Because I'm so used to what Bethesda does, and this is so different. So basically you need to find the sweet spot and then turn it. If you're using mouse and keyboard, you will use D. The problem is, if you release D, it's just going to go back to its original position. It's going to be a lot easier if it just remains. If it just remains where you release the key, but no, it goes back to its original position, so it needs to be one continuous movement. So, oh, I've failed. Okay, let's try again. We have 4 lockpicks anyway. There you go. So here, at first I was going to take these, and then I realized it's labeled as steal. So technically it shouldn't be stealing, right? Because our dad made these for him and he didn't pay. But the game is calling it stealing, so no, we won't do it. Let's get money another way. And the guy has nothing. Let's cut him some slack. Ooh, okay. Let's do this first. The combat training.
Hey, Pip! Do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself. Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
Oh, it was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I
feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Sure, let's get stuck in.
Yes.
Alright, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
I'll walk with you, man. Okay. This is a good opportunity to just soak in the view. I mean, it's really beautiful. Look at the grass. Yeah. you can spend a minute just looking at the grass. And the sky. It's like you can almost breathe the fresh air. Getting so dramatic. Yeah, smell the flowers. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't notice this. So you can pick up like plants or herbs in this game. Let's pick up 3 sages. Okay. Now, see this. That's our house, right? And this is where we're doing sword practice. How did our parents not see us practicing? Like how did they not find out? We're literally like meters away from our house. Where they're like doing it all sneaky like. Okay, let's do it again.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
Okay, let's keep moving. Yeah, and I'm glad I'm glad that I have this chance to do this tutorial bit again, because the last time it was so close, I didn't really understand everything.
Sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Okay, so let's do top, left. Oh, that was right, sorry. Bottom right. Bottom left. And left.
The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
Oh, gotcha. He didn't block that one. Oh.
Good. Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
Okay, you can chain your strikes together. Start a new attack as soon as the previous attack ends. You can change the attack zone or just chain the strikes one after another. Okay, try to press left click or right click right after your opponent hits, or right after your sword hits your opponent. Okay.
Very good. Not bad. Nice. All right, that's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Okay, so as I said, I think that tutorial was like very basic, and I already watched like beginner tips for this game. So even if I don't know anything about the story, I know like the important things. Like they say that there's a Captain Bernard that later on I need to speak to get more training. So I'm excited to meet him. Okay, let's do some exploring first. Because last time I played this, I rushed through the quest, like getting everything that needed, expecting that I can do other things after I like gave him those things. But if you already played the game or watched it, you know that that's not the case. So before we do everything in that quest, let's... Oh, okay. The player's character and abilities are determined by stats, skills, and perks you will find in the player tab. But again, I can't open it for some reason. Henry basically develops his abilities constantly simply by using them, okay? Just like in Skyrim. Oh, so because I was picking up the plants, I guess I leveled up in herbalism. Okay. Valerian. Oh, and I forgot to mention I already added some mods to this game, but they're just like cosmetic mods. Nothing. So basically the gameplay is vanilla. What I added was I removed the reticle because it was distracting me. I don't know if it's going to be important later on, but I removed the reticle. I also changed the inventory screen, the color, to make it look more like gray stone instead of gold. I can't show you right now, since I can't open it. What mods? What else did I... Oh, chicken. I didn't notice these before. Did they react? Oh, we have a body. That's cool.
God save Henry.
Oh, God save, ma'am. Oh, we cast a shadow. Okay, so we have a real body and we cast a shadow. So we're not just some floating camera. We're not just some floating head. I like that. That's cool. I like it when first-person games take that into consideration. Let's pick up some dandelion. I'm sorry if this is boring, like picking up flowers. Well, maybe we can give flowers to Our Lady Bianca at the tavern later.
God save Henry.
Can I pick this up? Nope. Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to tell whether a flower is just like part of the world or like a weed, or if it's pickable or not. Yeah, pickable. Is that a word? Pickable? Is this marigold? Okay, this might sound weird, but these puddles look really good. Let's crouch.
Do you need help?
Oh. No, thank you. Realistic puddles. I mean, just look at that view. Can I pick these flowers? Nope. Like there are hundreds of them here and I can't pick them? Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. It's a flower, but it's a flower that you can't pick. It's not pickable. Okay, let's leave them alone. Nice. Breathe in, breathe out. Looks really, really gorgeous. It reminds me of that song from Beauty and the Beast. Like, I want adventure in the great wide somewhere. Let's become Belle. And it's really applicable for Henry, right? He wants adventure, he wants sword fighting, he doesn't want to stay in this village. Okay, that's enough. Let's go back to our quest. Oh, we can play dice. Okay. We can do this before the quest. Oh, but... Oh yeah, we don't have money, right? I guess you need to have money first before you can gamble. Okay. So, I checked the other traders in the last time I played this, and they give different prices. And this is the one that I found to like sell for cheap and buy for
Good
more.
health to you.
So we're going to sell to him. Let's talk trade. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. I changed the color of the inventory screen to look like stone instead of the gold that's in the vanilla. Okay, so we're going to sell some of the food. Here, cheese. Cheese sells for a lot. Okay. And this should be enough. And also, he sells charcoal. And he sells charcoal for less than the charcoal guy. The charcoal burner. Let's buy charcoal. And we need 10. Check basket. And let's try to haggle.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye?
Okay. Haggling works both ways, whether you want to buy cheap or sell dear. You select the amount you want to pay or get. Okay. And confirm with E. The trader will then respond to your offer. If the answer is a refusal, he or she will make a counter offer and wait for your response. Okay. So instead of receiving 3.8, let's ask if he can give us 4.5.
Is this enough?
We're getting there. Just drop the price a bit more.
4? Okay. Let's try 4.1.
Aye, that would do it.
Not yet, I don't. Give
Okay.
me a moment.
Thank you.
That's
No.
it.
Here you are. Thanks for everything.
Everyone's just so polite in this town. Okay, let's play dice.
I hear you like a game of dice.
Let's gamble half. 2.1. What? Okay, help. Oh. Again, it's not showing. Okay. Okay, I actually played this yesterday, but I really didn't understand it that much. I guess it's similar to the dice game in Witcher 1 and 2. So if we... Okay, so 5 is 50 points. And we have another 5. So we get 100 points, right? So let's score and roll again. Okay. And ones are worth 100 points, and we have 3 ones. Whoa! So 3 ones is worth 1,000. Okay, so let's score and pass. I think we're going to win this.
That's it.
You look pleased.
Okay, so he now has 250. Oh, and he passed. Okay, our turn. And we have 3 of a kind. So 3 of a kind is 100 multiplied by whatever number the dice is. So it's 3 times 100, we get 300. We also have 1, which is another 100. And let's pass. Score and pass. Let's not be too risky.
I'm stocking up.
Your turn.
What was it I needed? That's the lot.
It's 3 of a kind, but this is just going to be 200, right?
Stopped by. I'll be sure to give it back tomorrow.
Um,
Don't you fret. There's no rush.
Score and roll again? We have 3 dice remaining. I guess we can do it. $50. Let's pass.
We'll see.
What?
We'll see.
Huh. What? Come on!
That's all.
What? I was just about to say that we should have gambled all our money. Thank God we didn't. Are you sure you're not cheating? Those dice are loaded, man. Anyway, okay. So let's go to our girl, Bianca, here in the tavern. It's a good thing I already played this part yesterday, or else I wouldn't know what to do, since I can't pull up our journal, our inventory. I can't pull up anything. Anyway, let's talk to her.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Is something wrong? Why won't you look at me? Okay, you do.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir.
Is she blind?
As honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
This is awkward. Okay, a pitcher for father.
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
Oh, good. Now she's looking at
It's
us.
on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks.
Wink, wink.
You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too.
If you know what I mean.
By the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vaniak?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
The game autosaves from time to time at important points in each quest and when you sleep. If you want to save the game yourself, you must drink the potion Savior Schnapps. However, this is an alcoholic drink. You always have a maximum of 3 of your own saved games. Okay. Oh, here's Vanyek. So she was talking about him, like she was saying all those like suspicious bad things about him, and he was right here. Okay. I hope he didn't take it too badly. Is she sweeping smoke? Is she sweeping so hard it's the ground is getting on fire? Excuse me, my dear. You were blocking the door.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
May the Lord watch over you too, Bianca.
Hey, look out!
Okay, let's run back to Dad.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Oh, okay, so let's eat first before talking to Dad. But we can't eat because... okay. There's a pot here. So I can't eat now because I can't pull up the inventory screen. Okay. That was lucky. Okay, Dad. Mission accomplished. So about those things you wanted, can I have them?
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. We got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe? And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Oh, got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
What, so you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish, so what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Okay. I really like what our dad told us about those two kings, how he compared them. Like, yeah, Wenceslas isn't good. It's like he's but a shadow of his dad. But Sigismund brought an army upon the people. So for our dad, that's a lot worse. So you have an incompetent king and then a tyrant king. So pick your poison. It's kind of like that. Yeah, let's take all. And also let's explore a little bit of the house. Oh, this is like the pantry. I guess. It's a carrot. Oh, but it's steel. Why is it stealing? This is our house. Bread. Okay, it's not steal, it's pick up. We can get that. And cheese, it's pick up. Good. But anything in these containers, in these sacks, is labeled stealing. So, I guess we can't get this. Nope. Okay. Oh, there's a chest here. Okay. Lockpick. Hmm. It's really difficult. I wonder if it's, well, they say it's more difficult when you're using a controller. Okay, so we have 2 lockpicks left, I guess. Unlocked. Whew, good. Thank you. I hope we can take these. Oh, good, good. Dear take. Not steal, take. I guess this is our stuff because it's got Henry's beta die. And what's this? A skill book. Oh, it's a book. A skill book on strength. Okay. Take all. Being able to read was a very rare skill in the Middle Ages, and a common blacksmith's son certainly wouldn't have been literate. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So you can open a book and try to make sense out of the glyphs, but in the end, you will have to find someone who can teach you. Okay. Oh, now I can open it. Oh, so I can open the codex. Oh, okay. So if I press I, nothing happens. If I press J for the journal, nothing happens. M, nothing. But for some reason, the codex works. And, okay, I can just choose the other tabs from here. Okay, let's see what it looks like to try to read without knowing how to. Okay, okay. Is this what it looks like for people who don't know how to read? Like, all right. So we have to find someone who can teach us reading. Can Dad teach us? Okay, we better give Teresa her nails.
Henry, what are you waiting for? Bring those nails.
Sorry, Dad. Sheesh.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering.
I already gave them to her. We're already talking.
You will?
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
What are you loitering around here for?
Oh. Come on, Henry. You already got a girl.
Fine lass, eh?
Yeah, fine lass. I mean, lass. Yeah, lass. Fine lass.
It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Where did they come from?
Well, those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
I'm really getting like little finger vibes from Sir Radzig.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps.
I don't know if we can trust him.
What the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzig. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
I was half
It's been
expecting
an
them
honor,
to
Sir.
stab us to death.
Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
Here we go.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Oh boy. It's the plot! The plot is attacking! Oh boy. We have Jamie from Mythbusters. Oh my god. It's like an evil Rohirrim. Oh god.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates!
Keep running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
This dude really looks shady to me. I really want to trust him since he looks like they're friends with my dad, but he looks really shady. Okay. Talk about everything falling apart. Okay, so from here on out, I haven't played this part of the game. This is where I stopped when I played yesterday. So I don't know what's happening now. Okay. We're supposed to run. Where to? Quest log. Okay. Ride to Talmberg. Get a horse. Okay. Now I have to make it to Talmberg in one piece. Oh my god, my parents have been killed. King Sigismund's army raided Skalitz and slaughter everyone who crossed their path, including my mother and father. I have to flee and warn others. I have to get a hold of a horse. So where's Talmberg? Talmberg, right? Okay. Doesn't look that far. Okay. Oh, we ran out of stamina. Okay. Is someone following us? Doesn't look like it. Movement. Okay, horse riding. So it's canter is a left shift, gallop is 2 left shifts. Okay, just like in The Witcher 3. What's here? What's going on here? Hey, let her go. Oh, wait. Oh, help Teresa. Okay. Oh, help Teresa. Okay, I didn't know that was a quest. Huh. Okay. Oops. Are they following me? Oh, yes, they are. Okay. Okay. It's kind of weird that that quest showed up, like, there was a delay. The quest only started once I already, like, interrupted what they were doing. Oh, come on. Are they still chasing me? Oh yes, shit. Yes, they are. Okay. Okay. Bleeding. The wound must be bandaged. Okay. You know, game, I really don't have time to read your instructions right now. I'm kinda... Okay. You can do this.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Okay, thank you, Henry, for telling yourself. Okay. I hope I can, like, make these other people ride with me. I can take them to safety.
Go! They'll kill you all!
What are they going to do? I think they killed him. Okay. Where's Talmberg? Okay. Not too far. You can do this.
Warn the others! They've torched Skalitz!
Oosh. Okay. You're catching up.
Go! They'll kill you all!
Oh no. Oh, horse stamina. Okay. Oh, come on. Ow! Stop shooting at me. Oh, run!
Run for it!
Okay. Aren't we there yet? Oh, come on. It's not that far earlier. Okay. You can do this. Oh, okay, I can see the castle. Is that it? Is that Townburg? Oh, horse. Oh. Oh, good, okay. I thought the game's going to make us ride all the way there. Okay, good. Ooh, that was tense.
Oh my god! Wait! Jesus Christ!
Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hanyo! Who's in there?
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Like, we're like the character in those movies who's like the only survivor in his village and is on a horse. Yes. We need help. Send help. And then he dies on his horse. I hope that doesn't happen to us.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Who is that? I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
That still gotta hurt a lot. That's all muscle.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Lord Divish, okay. I really like seeing old men in armor. Like they're old masters, old warriors. Like in Game of Thrones, what's his name? Like Jaime's idol. I'm blanking.
Sir,
I don't remember his name.
This is a survivor from.
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Sir Barristan Selmy, that's his name. I just remembered. Okay, you can always see your health in... Oh, what's happened? Oh, because we're sleepy. You can always see your health in the red bar on the lower edge of the screen. The level of health also determines the maximum level of stamina. Okay. Did it save? Okay, since we're safe now, I think this is a correct time, like a good time to wrap up this episode. And I also need to check my keyboard, what's wrong with the keyboard, why some keys aren't working. And yeah, I'll just take a 30-minute break. I'll be back later for the next episode. And until we meet again, I'm SuchaSquare, and thank you for watching. Be good and have a good day.
What in heaven's name happened there?